Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going over a new Tarkir Dragonstorm combo, the Breaching Dragonstorm combo. This was my attempt at making this deck built around Breaching Dragonstorm to just win the game as soon as you play this card and just kind of go through your entire deck and cast every spell in it. So if you don't know what this does, it's 5 mana for an enchantment. When it enters, exile cards from the top of your library until you exile a non-land card. Cast without paying its mana cost if its mana value is 8 or less. If you don't, you put the card into your hand, and if a dragon enters, you can return it. But we're not really using it for that. We're just trying to basically cascade through our entire deck here. There's kind of like a Mississippi River deck and Legacy that does something similar to this, but we're trying it in Standard and seeing what we can do. So the idea is that we're going to try just to mulligan until we have a Breaching Dragonstorm or Trumpeting Carnosaur in our opening hand. These two can kind of start the combo. Ideally a Dragonstorm, so probably mulligan until like once or twice to find this, because it's pretty important to start the combo as soon as possible. I don't think this is a tier 1 deck. Let's start off by saying that. I don't think this is going to take over the metagame by any means. It is kind of a 1-card combo that does sometimes win the game, which is pretty cool. But the fact that it costs 5 mana is just, Standard is just so fast these days that, you'll kind of get run over too quickly by decks, aggro decks. So that being said, let's go over how this works. So you cast a Breaching Dragonstorm, and that is going to flip through your deck until you hit another one of these cards. So if you hit a Scrollshift, that can blink the Dragonstorm, right? And then you get the effect again. You get to draw a card as well. If you hit a Quintorius, then you can, which is kind of ideal, what you want to be doing, right off the bat, is hit Quintorius, -3 to discover 4, which then will hit a Scrollshift, and then you blink the Dragonstorm to start again. Ideally, then you hit, say, an Etali, which then casts cards on the top of your library and your opponent's library. Now, when Etali is out and you have Quintorius, that's when you start really churning through the Quintorius triggers here. So Quintorius also says, whenever you cast a spell from exile, it deals 2 damage to each opponent. You gain 2 life. So you only need to cast basically 10 spells to kill your opponent from this. So if you go, say you go Dragonstorm into Quintorius into Scrollshift, back into triggering the Dragonstorm, then you hit an Etali. If that hits a Carnosaur, then that can go down the line here, and we'll end up with a Scrollshift, which then you can start Scrollshifting your Etali, which can then start casting 2 things every time you hit a Scrollshift. There is definitely a fail rate in this deck. If you just get unlucky and you, say you just hit Breaching Dragonstorm, and then the top 4 non-land cards are Scrollshifts, you're just going to get nowhere, basically. So there's certainly not a guaranteed win, but there's a win there's a possibility of the win. I don't know what the math exactly is, but it seems like it's somewhat high that you would either kill your opponent or get close to it and create a board of a bunch of Carnosaurs and Etalis, and your opponent's cards and a Quintorius out. So that seems decent. Yeah, we'll kind of have to see how it goes. The mana base is just some duels here. You actually want to be scrying in this deck instead of surveilling, because you want, if you find one of these on top of your deck, you want to have it in the deck, not in the graveyard. So that's why there's some scry lands, there's some life gain lands, just some duels here. This is also a scry land. Cavern of Souls for counter spells. You can name Dinosaur on these. And then our turn 3 plays Branch of Vitu-Ghazi, so you can actually play something on turn 3 if you want to, as a 2/2 blocker. And then Fountainport, also pretty important on turn 3 or turn 4. You can play the ability of Fountainport. Now we also have the Sunken Citadel, which can give mana, double the mana for activated abilities of land, so you could actually Fountainport on turn 3 to get a fish or a treasure a turn earlier with the Sunken Citadel out, so that's a pretty important land here. And then Mishra's Factory, you could potentially block with this or attack your opponent with this as well. And also Demolition Field to use to disrupt your opponent's mana base. So you can also use the Carnosaur on turn 3. This is turn 5, so to speak. 2, and this is turn 4, turn 3. So you can do some things by turn 3 usually. Either have a block route, kill one of your opponent's creatures, you get a fish, something like that, just to stall the game until you can play your Breaching Dragonstorm. But again, I don't think this deck is going to be super high tier, but certainly will be interesting and fun, and let's jump into some games and see how it goes. Today's video is brought to you by the Sorcerer's Field Guide. Do you want to make some sweet new combo decks, make smarter plays, and master Magic the Gathering? The Sorcerer's Field Guide provides over 450 pages that breaks down the game's mechanics, strategies, and deck building fundamentals so you can play smarter and win more. Whether you're a new player or a competitive grinder, this book will level up your game. Use the link in the description below to purchase your copy, as well as support the channel at the same time. Okay, pawn goes first. And we got 2 in the opening hand, so we shall keep. Always nice. When it's in the opener. Definitely probably want to mulligan at least once or twice to find it. Or you need a Carnosaur to kind of start the combo. Opponent debating their second land. There it goes. Okay. Drawing this many, you actually don't want to do that. I prefer to just draw lands here. Overlord, sure. Okay. You could just play out 3/3 here. Or 2/2 for 3. Might as well get something on the board here. Let's see what they got. Old Dragon. Playing in the treasure. Very nice. Debating, ramping. New dragons. Very good. That seems alright. A little life gain, a little ramp. It's a nice kind of split card. For a ramp deck, I would say. Alright, so let's just get in there. Next turn is the turn. Sure. Alright, I accept this. Make out dragons. And see what we can do. See if we can get lucky. Another Carnosaur. Alright. Good hits here. Good hits. Go Quintorius first into, I don't know. Alright, so that's the all of our Dragonstorms. You don't think you're going to draw all of them, but you do. Okay, there's Carnosaur. And now this could hit Quintorius, please. No, Scrollshift. Alright. Go here. I guess it's some possibility. You want to blink this? Alright, there's Quintorius. That's good. But it also makes it more likely to blink the Carnosaur that you would hit the Scrollshift, so I'm not really sure. I think. Alright, now we go blink here. Let's see if we can kill him with Quintorius here. Not sure. Still have to get lucky. Drew another Quintorius. Drawing a lot of non-lands here. Okay, that's a good hit. Etali. With the Etali out, now we can start blinking the Etali and get 2 exiles. Ooh. per Quintorius thing. And keep this one. Build up our board here. Alright, so this should work out well. Scrollshift. The Etali now. And let's see what we hit. So this puts him down to 2. Doppelgang. I don't have any mana, but we'll still cast it. And then blink here. And then this should be lethal. Sweet, sweet. Yeah. Got there with the combo. Wow. Let's just play the dragon. Why not? Yeah, Quintorius should finish this one. Alright, GG, nice. On to the next one. Okay, on the draw. This hand looks good, actually. Give it a keep here. Got the Dragonstorm, got actually some interaction. Potentially. Just go Sunken Citadel. And don't really need much else to not die. Can play the Mishra's Foundry just to potentially even block here. Could tap out. I don't know if I would risk it if they don't tap out and attack me. Like a get lost or something. Yeah. Not worth losing a land here, because that's really all we got going on. So Fountainport is 3 mana, so it would be 2, 3, so I can make a fish with Fountainport. Or I could use a Carnosaur. Interact. I don't hate making a fish. Let's see what they're up to. They must have like removal in their hand or something. The only thing I could think of. Okay. Still gonna swing. Gonna try this. Make a fish. Block the Skrelv. I guess I can pump it with this land, but saves us a little bit of life. Or poison, I should say. Okay, there is another blocker. And throw down as a land. Or use a removal spell. At 4. Hard to believe they could. Take me out from here, so I'm just gonna play this. And have a blocker. And the next turn is the turn. We'll see what they got. Would be kind of nice to make them use a Get Lost, because Get Lost can destroy a Breaching Dragonstorm if they're holding it up. But we shall see. In the think tank, another Mirax. lay down arms. Sure. Get the ward. Yep. And tapped out. Okay. Well, we'll see if we can do the thing. And there's another land. Alright, let's go for it. And see if we get the win. Spin it to win it. Another Dragonstorm. Scrollshift on a Dragonstorm. Draw a land. Another Scrollshift. I feel like we're getting a little unlucky here. Okay. That's 2 Scrollshifts down. Oh no, I drew another Carnosaur. Another Breaching Dragonstorm. Okay, there's the Quintorius. Alright. So that's a 3rd Scrollshift. And only 1 trigger. Let's just hope we hit Etali. Oh, we drew Etali. Another Quintorius is going to force us to find the last Scrollshift. Which then hopefully we can hit Etali off of. And another Breaching Dragonstorm. And there's Etali. Okay. Now we just hope we can chain Etalis into each other. No, that's all. We're gonna have to hit another Quintorius. Yeah, and this one is not quite lethal. We're out of scroll shifts, but not bad, I guess. Discard 2 lands and pass. They're at 5 and got a big board here. And we've got Quintorius and we got Etali. And only 5 cards left in the deck. We got a little unlucky there, but we'll see. On it in a think tank. Or maybe they just gave up. Yep, looks like they're AFK. Wait it out. No. Plains. Mechanics Century. Take out that, sure. But you're still dead, sir. Yes. Alright, GG. Got there. Okay, on the play here. And looks good. Got the Dragonstorm, so can't complain. Can't complain about that. Okay, Optimistic Scavenger. Can use the Carnosaur for removal. Probably will want to do that. We'll see. Okay, Hex Mage. Yeah. Thing can get out of hand quickly, so let's play Fountainport. Maybe pass. Try to slow them down a little bit. We can also make a fish here. We wanted to. Mockingbird. X is 1. I think I want to take out the scavenger. They can make a hex mage, but then they have to put the roll token on something. Hopeless Nightmare, sure. Let's see, I'll keep one. Well, actually, I have another white source there. Which this one. And another white source. Alright. Well, do we want to make a treasure for any reason? Not particularly. Another land is actually fine. We just want to leave like all our Etalis in the deck as much as we can. Alright, I'm gonna make a fish. See if I can just jump here. Save a little bit of life. And hopefully... Alright. Well, let's go for it. What we came here to do. I'll counter it. Hopefully they don't have like a get lost. Oh, I'm gonna tap out, okay. Sweet, sweet. Alright, spin it to win it. Let's get a little lucky. Ooh, there's a tally, nice. This town ain't big enough. Do I even want to do this? Target's permanent. 2 target. Yeah, I'll just return both my opponents. Well, this is a. I'll just return both of these. Doesn't really matter which tally. I don't really want to. We're not even gonna sit through it. Okay. All right. Well, got there. Very nice. On to the next one. Okay, on the play here. This hand. A bunch of lands. Scrollshift in the opener. Carnosaur. Looks okay. I could keep it, or I could try to mulligan for a. I think I'm gonna keep. Let's see if we can just find a Breaching Dragonstorm here. On the top somewhere. Yeah, we'll draw more lands, probably. But Carnosaur can start the combo too, which is why I'm keeping it. I wouldn't keep it if I didn't have the Carnosaur. Ooh, Etali, not what you want to draw, really. But it's fine. Alright. Let's see what's on top. The temple. Before Breaching Dragonstorm. I don't need to play the 2/2. Might need it for a land at some point. Just cycle this. Not sure what our opponent is up to. Well, doesn't look like they're doing much, so might as well play it at 2/2 here. Gain some life. Got plenty of lands, so doesn't seem like they're holding up a counter spell. I don't know what they're doing. Okay. Back. Let's look at the grotto. Sure. Can't flip this up for, what is this, 3 mana? Add 2 mana. Alright, put it on fish plan as well. 7 cards. Okay. I'm gonna attack first. Okay, nothing. Well, I'm not gonna go for it. You really haven't shown like any interaction or anything, so. Well, there we go. There we go. Our worst nemesis. You got a counterspell. I'll hold up things. Okay. Let's again attack. And it's gonna jam into their counterspells. Yep. Yep. Alright, I think I'm going to add Cavern of Souls to this deck. There really isn't that many counters in Standard typically played, but we'll see what we can do with our lands at least. See if we can get them with land beat down. Alright, and aha, it will blink it. I can go on the bottom. Alright. And now we just need another. I mean, we can still combo off if we find something. Holding back. Let's see. I can animate. It's fine. Yep. Alright, we'll tap them out of some mana, but I don't really expect this to resolve necessarily. Just like all interaction. It's gonna be rough. Yeah. Okay. Okay, down to 19. Stock up. And some more counter spells. I'll play it out a few more turns, I guess. That's an Etali. Give it a try. Pay. Alright, no more Etali. And the fish beatdown commences. Quintorius. No. Okay. Alright, well. Got 6 cards in their hand. They're locked down. Just thinking how likely it is for them to. I don't know why they haven't played the whale. Yeah, there we go. Very good. Now they can get me in 2 turns. Oh, we have 1 draw step. And, yep. Alright, GG. Alright, on to play. Looks pretty good. A lot of tap lands, but what you gonna do? Storm Chaser Talent, yep. Let's see. Gain a life. So we could use this for removal, or we could play a 3/3 next turn as well. Pretty likely to keep drawing lands. Yep. So I just want to play this out. I'll hold this up. We'll just hold up a Carnosaur. May need the land. Another Storm Chaser Talent. Let's just take this out now. Another land. Okay, so if we play this, let's see what we scry to. Ooh, another one. Sure. Just in case. Play out this 2/2 just to block. Then next turn should be good to go. Should be good to go. Let's see. Oop. See if our opponent's going to tap out or not. How you thinking? Definitely in the think tank. Take a snack break, maybe. Oh, we're back. Seed of Hope, sure. Alright, so I definitely have this town in their deck. Do their attack. I will block. Make them use. I don't know. Okay, this is gonna trade. They could have like a counter, but you know, came here to do this thing. And we have 2 of them, so I'm gonna do the thing. Try to. Could have like a spell pierce. No, resolves. And nice. Carnosaur. Okay, resolves. Another Dragonstorm. Okay. Nice, Quintorius. Good. Discover. When they have a stop set, Scrollshift. We'll target Dragonstorm here. I think they're more likely to have interaction for a creature than an enchantment, but if they have this town, they can bounce it. Doesn't mean we can just go again next turn. And we have a Carnosaur in play. No? Okay, that resolves. Something in their hand. Okay, spinning the wheel. Another Quintorius. Okay, keep this one. Discover.
But I won't back down.
I'd love to hit an Etali here. Off of this Scrollshift.
I wonder what I'll find at this site. Discoveries are around every corner.
Let's see what we hit. Another Scrollshift. A little unfortunate, but yep, keep going. How many Scrollshifts? Is that 3 now? Oh no, just do the 4th. Okay, Quintorius. That's gonna be the end of the road here. Just double check. Yeah, we have scroll shifts. Okay. So, well, we built a pretty big board there. Not bad. Got Carnosaur, Spirit, and then next turn we can just go again. And most likely we'll hit an Etali. Surprised we didn't hit Etali once there. Okay, they did have this town, they just didn't even use it to stop my combo. Okay. Interesting choice. There are 3 cards left. We're down to 12. And thinking. And scooping. Alright. GG. Okay, opponent goes first, unfortunately. His hand has no... Well, it has Carnosaur, but I think we'll mulligan and see if we can find the... we'll keep this. Let's see, Cavern. Don't need 2 of those. Breaching Dragonstorm. Ooh. That guy's cool. Try another creature control. Yeah, I haven't seen that guy in a while. The old Misbreath Elder. That's like you have to return 1, I believe. Okay, let's do a little bit of scrying. Let's just put the land on the bottom. New equipment here. This is gonna be good for double spelling. Twain the Rock versus Twain the Rock. Very nice. 2 Raging Battle Mouses. Going in. Very good. Alright, let's do this. Very nice. It's a lot of steel cutters. Alright, I am pretty much dead here. So, at least, like, block. Down to 2, and no. Nothing I can do. GG. Okay, welcome back to the wrap-up for our Breaching Dragonstorm combo here. This was a fun one for sure. It played out okay. I had about 50% win rate, actually, which was kind of surprising. There were some games where I just got run over that I didn't even include in the video because it was just not even interactive at all. But you know, this when this deck goes off, it does go off pretty hard, and it does give you a chance of just winning by playing one spell. So that is impressive. Maybe there's another way you can build it. I'm not sure. Maybe there's something I'm not thinking about. Let me know in the comments below if there's any interesting cards or even lands that could help you survive more in the early game. You could also try this in different formats. Although you already have Quintorius combo in those formats, so this is very restrictive on your deck building, so I'm not really sure. But it is interesting that in Standard this kind of is this one mana or one card combo. So we'll see what happens. If they do print more things like Scrollshift too, that would make it much more consistent that you could cast your whole deck. There was some problems when I just went through all my Scrollshifts and didn't quite go through the whole deck, so that happens. But yeah, let me know in the comments below what you think about the deck, what you're excited for with Tarkir Dragonstorm, any cool combos you're looking forward to playing with, or any requests for the channel. Appreciate it. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video.